What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you guys. Well, I guess with another market watch today. Normally I do like one market watch a day, but I just couldn't help myself. With the finally realization that a lot of these cards that were shown in the Maximum Gold alleged leak are no longer alleged, they're just leaks. In fact, the majority of cards that we covering on the market watch today are going to be those cards. Now, I'm just going to get right into it. Common question of the day: what card from Maximum Gold are you realistically looking forward to getting? I'll tell you right now, listen, if you guys been watching my videos for a while, you know I really don't like gold sets. And the reason why I don't like gold sets, well, it has a bunch of variables. And if you stay to the end of the video, I will actually explain to you why I do not like gold sets and why I'm not a big fan of even these gold rares. Even though they look gorgeous, these look absolutely beautiful. What we're going to be discussing today is basically the original prints and whether or not they will hold value, go back up in value, or stay down in value and never come back up. Guys, if you're new to the channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, like button, and comment down below. Alrighty, so the first gold rare that was confirmed is Ellie the Golden Lord. I mean, we pointed this out, I believe, about a week ago when we said Ellie the Golden Boy over here. He is doing a weird thing. He's going down in value fast. We knew that this card was for a while $105, $110, but last week it did a weird thing. It went down to less than $70, $80, I'm sorry. And looking at the current market price, you can still see it being roughly around $81 when the actual price point of the card is $75. Now here's the question: with the release of the gold version of Ellie the Golden Lord, which one do you buy? Well, you're going to see a bit of a theme and pattern happening here, but I will always tell you to buy the highest rarity, which is, in this case, obviously, the secret rare version of Ellie the Golden Lord. Now, do you go in and buy it now? Absolutely not. There's no reason to go in and buy this now. This is going to be taking in price. In fact, I am betting on the fact that as we get closer and closer and closer to the release of Maximum Gold, this card is going to be just worth way less than what you're seeing right now. Obviously, the thing is, when do you go in and buy it? Well, the problem with that is we don't know how low it's going to go. We don't know how low it's going to go and where it's going to settle, because I do believe that this card will stabilize and then go back up in value. So keep an eye out for that. One thing I will tell you right now, Paisanos, is the fact that even though Ellie the Golden Lord is what everyone wants you to look at with the release of it coming out in Maximum Gold, the other cards are cards you better have. You better have Elixir of the Black Awakening, which is $30, by the way. The market saw one thing and reacted to the other. They're getting smart out there in the market, Paisanos. Elixir of the Black Awakening Secret Slaves with a $13 market price is almost bought out. People are still trying to list it back up, so the market price is really unstable right now. But you see a bunch of new sellers, relatively new sellers, putting it down for $15 to $20. The stabilized price point is at $30. Do not buy this yet. There's no reason to go ahead and run in it and buy this card, whether or not you are looking to play Elixir or not. The price point is not a stable price point. This will go back down in value and it will settle. Where? Well, I don't know. But the original price point of this card used to be like $4 to $5. I don't think it's going to go back down there. Maybe it will. We also have Cursed Ellen, which only has 7 listings here on TCG Player. Cursed Ellen with a $6 market price is roughly around $7 currently on the market. And this is a card you're going to need 3 of. It's a super rare. Once again, relatively easy for a lot of players, maybe not be easy for others, and that's where the market is going to be trying to take advantage of you guys. And this is what's going to basically be happening is we're going to see a reprint of a card like Ellie the Golden Lord, and the other cards by proxy are going to be going up as the market tries to stabilize itself, because we're going to see a 1-card tank in a deck core that's probably, what, 1.5 right now in the meta? Up next, Elder Entity Entist. I'm actually really happy this card is getting a reprint. It deserves it. Elder Entity Entist coming out 2017 Megatins with a $5 market price is roughly around $5. And to be honest with you, I really think this card should be worthless. Don't get me wrong, it's a really good card still. And Yu-Gi-Oh players more likely that are looking to play this that's playing in like an Invoke Dogmatic or any kind of Dogmatic engine, they're gonna need 2 of this card. But this card should not be nowhere near a tight price point. This card should have had a reprint, and it's also see that it is getting a reprint in a new gold set. We also have Appaloosa Bowl to God. So what's going to happen here? We're getting a golden alternate art version of Appaloosa. Well, if you want my honest opinion, I think that golden alternate art Appaloosa will eventually settle to the same price point as the ultra rare, which is roughly around $8. It's not going to be as high. Maybe in pre-sales it will be, because excitement, anticipation within the market, it'll be as high as the secret version, but it'll go back down to around the same price point of the ultra rare if you're lucky. Appaloosa Bowl to God secret rare, by the way, with a $30 market prices, unlimited versions are roughly around $24. The first edition versions are at $26 to $27. This is the Appaloosa you're looking to buy. Obviously, if you don't want to buy the prismatic, that's the best one, not the gold one. The gold one is what they're trying to focus you on, but that one will remain, the Appaloosa Secret Rare, that's going to maintain infinitely better value than the gold rare. Then we're looking at Borosword Dragon, and once again, I think Borosword Dragon, the market price is having the card be roughly around $16 for the ultra rare. I think it'll go near the ultra rare's price point. The question is whether or not, and same with Appaloosa actually, the question is going to be whether or not Borosword Dragon Ultra will maintain any value. I think it's going to go a little bit down the market, and when the maximum gold version comes out, it'll be a little bit higher, but they're going to settle around the same price point. Both secret versions of Borosword Dragon are roughly around $22, and that might be the initial value of maximum gold in the market, but it's going to go around the same price Borosword Dragon, the Ultra Rare, is going to go down to. So keep an eye on that one if you want to see the future price point of the maximum gold version of Borosword Dragon. Realistically, once again, I'm going to say it, you want to get the original print secret rares, it's the same price as the Bowser Legend secret rares. Dragon Maids. Now, Kitchen Dragon Maid, once again, another card that we talked about the other week. We was looking at Kitchen Dragon Maid and saying, hey, listen, this card's 60, all of a sudden this card magically becomes 40, and then, oh, look at that, we have the maximum gold release. Gee, I wonder who's spreading information around. It's just almost as if people were already opening packs and knowing it's in it already, or, you know, word gets out, I guess, paisanos. Oh, the market. Listen, Kitchen Dragon Maid coming out of Mystic Fire, secret rare with a $47 market price, which used to be around $60 minimal, is actually roughly around $41. The price point quickly spikes back up to $50, but I don't think it's going to quickly be spiking up anytime soon. In fact, I'm banking on the secret version of Kitchen Dragon Maid to go lower in the marketplace. And once again, not just Kitchen Dragon Maid, but you got the other Dragon Maid next to it. I think that's Nurse Dragon Maid. Nurse Dragon Maid is also holding a crazy high price point in the market. It's roughly around $23. It's going to get a reprint as well. I'm telling you right now, if you are looking to get Dragon Maids, be very patient and wait. You don't need to get the Gold Dragon Maid. You don't need to get the Nurse Dragon Maid or the House Dragon Maid. You can wait on all those, and then ultimately, you can grab these at a steal because these will be the ones that will hold the highest value. Don't get caught up in that anticipation. Don't get caught up in the hype. Don't get caught up in the FOMO of a new set, which we know, historically speaking, has tanked values of itself. Don't do that, paisanos. Once again, please, like I said, stay tuned at the end of the video. I'll discuss why I think gold's going to be going down, and we'll talk about it. It's very important. Zodiac Drive is getting a gold rare, and it looks really nice, actually. But if I had to choose a new gold rare or the secret version, I would choose the secret rare version. Secret version of Zodiac Drive with a $4 market price. Unlimited copies are roughly around $3-4 with shipping. Let you play first edition copies with shipping are roughly around $5. It's really important to note shipping in this because you're only buying one of these. So you probably, I mean, unless you want to buy a playset, it's up to you. But more than likely, most players are going to be buying one Zodiac Drive. So with shipping, it'll be like $5. And that's probably the best version of the card to buy, the original print secret rare. See a pattern here, paisanos? Totally Awesome is getting a regular, I believe, an ultra rare printing. And the question is, well, V, what's going to happen with that? Well, it's going to obviously be lower than the secret rares. I don't think nobody's going to be arguing that point. I think we'll just move on. By the way, Totally Awesome original print is $22. 2017 Megatin is also roughly around $19 to $20. Just want to throw it out there as well. Madoche Hookcake is finally getting a reprint. Once again, we kind of knew this already with the Maximum Gold spoilers. Not spoilers being leaked out, but it was confirmed, and now it's confirmed. Madoche Hookcake has both listings. The original print starts at 12. The Megatin starts at 14. Both copies are at super rare rarity. Looking at the spoilers, where it looks like we're going to be getting an ultra rare version with the gold letterings of Madoche Hookcake, which I don't know. That actually might just ultimately entirely kill the value of this card. I think the super rare copies of Madoche Hookcakes might be like 2 to 3s, whereas the gold version, as the ultra rare version of the card, more than likely will probably be around the same price point as well. Then we're going to have Joel Lockbird. This card desperately needed a reprint, and finally, we are finally seeing a reprint of this card in the gold form. So what's going to happen? Well, I really don't know what's going to happen with the rare, which is $10, the $4 common, or even the super rare, which is at $16. That actually might maintain its actual value. It might not change too much. The ultra version of Joel and Lockbird will be the quick, subtle price of the gold version of Joel and Lockbird, paisanos. The value of Joel and Lockbird went down $1 from its $14 market price to roughly around $13 being listed on TCG Player. But realistically speaking, paisanos, I really truly believe the gold rare will settle around, immediately settle around the ultra rare price point of Joel and Lockbird, and that's when we will see the gold rare starting to go even lower than that price. I don't know where it will go, but I know it will go lower. Still, Ultimate Rare Joel and Lockbird coming out of OTS 20 Pack 8 with a $93 market price. is not $93. It's roughly around $105 to $106 for Ultimate Rare Draw on Lockbird. Really good in a mid-range format, in which I think we're going to be heading into. Then we got Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon. I don't know what deck this goes in. I didn't research this, I'll be honest with you. And I have no idea as far as the value it's going to go at. But I think we can agree on that the Ultimate Rare coming at new challenges being $14 is still going to be high. The Ghost Rare does not care about any reprint things. It's still going to be high, and it will actually might continue to be even higher in the future. So that's all I know about that. I don't know anything else. And if you guys do know, let me know in the comments down below. Beatrice Lay Eternal is getting a reprint. And to be honest with you, I'm actually really excited about that. Let me explain. Premium Gold Infinite Gold is by far the most ugliest looking gold rare set in existence. Probably one of the most ugliest looking sets in the game. Some might argue Platinum, but then my question would be, well, not all Platinum's right, because if the answer is yes, then you're wrong. I think some Platinum rare cards look really nice, whereas other ones, yeah, I am with you. They look ugly. But Premium Gold Infinite Gold universally looks disgusting. Beatrice only came out in that set. It had an $11 market price, and now the price is going down to $8. This version of Beatrice will definitely go down in value, and if you're looking to get the new Beatrice, which I think you should, that version is definitely infinitely better. The price point guesstimization, I don't know. I mean, I know this version held at $11, and with the reprint, which will probably be around $9 to $10 range, which is why I'm thinking it's going to happen, the gold version coming at Premium Gold Infinite Gold, I don't know how low it's going to go, but I don't really care. Looking at Nibiru, with finally a third copy being listed, we're starting to see the price point of the Prismatic Secret Nibiru go down in value. The price point of the Prismatic Secret Nibiru is roughly around $17. The price listing showing the card to be around $16. And what's going to happen to Ultimate Rares? They're going up. Ultimate Rare Nibiru coming out at OTS Tournament Pack 14 with a $105 market price is roughly around $120. Like I said before, Paisanos, this card will sporadically go down in value. If we're lucky, we might see it naturally go down, but I don't think we are that lucky. I hope we are to see it go down in value. What's more than likely going to be happening is month by month, the price point will take chunks of and go down. It's ultimate. The total price for Nibiru the Primal Being is going to be roughly around $80, but that might not happen for a while. I don't know how long it's going to happen for, but it's not happening tomorrow. It's not going to happen the day of the release of Maximum Gold. I just don't know when that's going to happen, but that's going to be the inevitable price settlement for Ultimate Rare Nibiru the Primal Being at an OTS Tournament Pack 14. Then we have Fantastical Dragon Phantasma. People are saying, yes, it gets a Maximum Gold printing. All right. I'm more excited to hear about any information about having an Ultimate Rare printing for Fantastical Dragon Phantasma. This card is actually going to see a lot of play in the future. It's not seeing as much play now, but it's a great tech option. And it's a card a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are going to realize that they're going to need. Especially when we have Crossout Designated, you'll only run one hand trap. What's a great way to cycle the ones that you want to get, Phantasma, as well as, once again, like I said before, in a format where Maxi is going to be the rule of the land. What's a good way to tutor if you don't have it? Phantasma as well. Anyway, looking at Fantastical Dragon Phantasma, you can see the super rare at 10s of $250, the dual overloads of $4, and the original prints start at $18. Well, as far as the gold rare version, I think it would initially come out and be higher than the ultra rares, but then the setup price is going to be around the ultra rares, which is roughly around $4 for Phantasma. I really truly believe that is going to be the price point. If you want to get secret Phantasmas with a $20 market price, just wait a little bit longer. The price point right now is listing at $18. It's going to be going down, and then eventually it's going to be going up, and it's going to be going up fast. Phantasma, in my opinion, is definitely one of those cards that no one's looking at right now, but everyone should realize and to time when this card is going to be like the valuable card of the season. Right now, it's not. In fact, it's going to be going down, so keep an eye out for that. If you want to get yourself a first edition Fantastical Dragon Phantasma, it starts at $26 and quickly goes to $27. And hovers around there quickly until it starts hitting around 28 within a couple of sales. This is a card I think a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players are going to be forgetting, or I should really say, Maximum Gold wants you to forget about. Then we have Super Popularization. Obviously, with the Maximum Gold Super Poly coming out, it's a really hard toss-up because I personally like the Super Rares out of OTS Tournament Pack 9. Ideally, would like to have the Ultimate Rares, but the Secret Rares are the highest version of Super Popularization. Well, here's the thing. The Gold Rare Super Popularization might maintain a price point at least of the Secret Rares, and it might not change down. I think it should. I think it would be smart for it to see that the market really throw that card down. But it really depends on the listings. Ultimately, a lot of these price points are based off Konami's having an equal distribution of product releases. Well, we know it's not gonna happen with the Maximum Gold. I keep jumping around in sets. We know it's not gonna happen with Maximum Gold. We know some if not a majority of these cards that are really wanted, Elder Goldalore, Nibiru, and some other cards I haven't talked about yet, are gonna be shorted really, really, really badly. We know this already, unfortunately. So the question is, what's gonna be shorted? Should it be Super Popularization? I don't think so, but if it is, that will definitely change the price point. But I think Super Popularization's price point will be around the same price around the Secret Rare as Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are excited. In time, that might change. In fact, I think it's going to change. But looking at Ultimate Rare Super Popularization, coming at OTS 1 Pack 14, the price point is stabilizing roughly around $74. This will go lower. This is what you need to be focusing on if you want to get the highest rarity. So number S39, Utopia The Lightning, also is getting a reprinting, which is great. I think it's excellent. But it does nothing. I mean, let's be honest. Unless you have the Ultimate Rare version of Utopia The Lightning, you just don't care. Every other version of Utopia The Lightning is what? You got $2 over here. You got the Legend Collection Skystriker Secret Rare being rarely around $1. The Zexal Mango promos are around $3. The value has been plummeted already. It's done. Unless you have Ultimate Rare, it doesn't matter. As far as what's going to happen with the value of the gold version of Utopia The Lightning, I don't know, a couple of bucks. Then we have Chaos Dragon Levineer. And what's going to happen to that? That's a really good question. Because this is one of the cards I think Konami is going to be shorting. I mean, the Dual Overload Ultra Rare Chaos Dragon Levineer, when it first came out, settled immediately around $5. The price point currently is at $7. You got the Secret Rare Chaos Dragon Levineer being around $15. And my favorite version, the Ultimate Rare Chaos Dragon Levineer, which looks gorgeous, well, that price point is roughly around $48. Then $50. Then you start seeing it quickly go around $53 for Chaos Dragon Levineer. The page bombs out at the card being roughly around $60. Just want to throw it out there for you. The market price currently of the card is roughly around $53. The price point is going a little bit lower with the release of the reprint, but once again, it depends on how much of that reprint is released. If it's easy to get, then we might see a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players dumping the Ultra Rares and possibly even the Secret Rares in lieu of wanting the Gold Rares, which would be a huge mistake if you own Secret Rares, because the Secret Rare will eventually be higher than the Gold Rare. I just want to really preface one real quick point to you. How much maximum gold have you bought? Because I'm going to guarantee a lot of people are putting a lot of money in this set in hopes of, one, getting these cards, and two, selling everything else off. If you're that guy, just want to let you know you're not unique. A lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are going to be doing this, and a lot of value in the market is going to be tanking for these cards, the maximum gold. Hey, they look really nice, but we know, even though it looks really nice, if everybody has it, the market tanks on it. It's very simple. Remember the high rarity mentality. If it's hard for you to get I want times 3, well, the opposite of that mentality is if you'll have it at 3, then it's easy to get, then it's going to lose value. This is why I say hold on to your Secret Rare Chaos Dragon Levineers. Hold on to your Ultimate Rare Chaos Dragon Levineers. And you have the Ultra Rares, you should probably have sold that already, but if you still have it, definitely sell it, because the Gold Rare would definitely be the better choice over the Ultra Rare. Skystriker Ace Kgari also is getting a Ultimate Rare printing. I mean, the prismatic looks gorgeous. The alternate art looks amazing, but let's be honest, like, they're all under $1. It doesn't matter. The only version that has any kind of crazy high value, and still does, is the OTS 1 Pack 8 Ultimate Rare Skystriker Ace Kgari. With a $69 market price, the value is roughly around $92. After that one's gone, by the way, it's $100 for Kgari. So the question is this going to go down to value? No, it's not. I'm just gonna stop it right there. It's not gonna go down in value. It's just not gonna happen. We'll just move on. Go Rare's nice. Go Rare's cool. But if you're just a play who wants max rarity, you more than likely already have your stuff. The fact that the market is crazy on it now, just, I mean, sure, there might be a couple of new striker plays, obviously, but yeah, no, this ain't going anywhere anytime soon. Solemn Judgment is also getting a reprint. Another one. Like another reprint. Listen, I'll tell you right now, Paisanos, we already know the Ultimate Rare is the highest version, which is currently $74, which is criminally undervalued. That's gonna go higher, by the way. The Ghost Rare is actually kind of low, and it's been like that for a while, I guess. No, wrong. The value is roughly around $28. The market price, you're looking at it, it's roughly around $27 to almost $28. Of course it is. Why would it not be? It's gold. I mean, it's Ghost Rare. It makes perfect sense. And this is actually a good segue into the fact that some of these cards in Maximum Gold are going to actually maintain good value and not be higher than what they're currently going to be coming out on release date. That won't happen for a while, but that is something that I 100% think is going to be inevitable within the market. Ghost Golds look gorgeous, and these new rarities do look gorgeous, but if everybody has them, you can still say we're all millionaires. That's not how that works. If everyone has something that's beautiful as the gold rare, and everyone's just shared around, the value of that gold rare, I don't care what it is, tanks. If Konami released a pack right now that had Ultimate Rare Solemn Judgment at an OTS 1 pack 12, and everyone has access to it, and everyone has it, that value tanks that fast. I'm just throwing it out there, paisanos, because I know a lot of people are excited, and a lot of people want to try it out. And the reason why you're excited is because we don't have it right now. It makes perfect sense. I mean, look at Harveys Fantastical. You're telling me that $1,000 to Honor Pack 8 one's going to be going down anytime soon? No. Will the Game Boy 2004 go down? No, it's actually only went up from its market price. Market price being $103, it's actually at $154. Will the Stereo Disc and Dual ones go down? Who knows? Probably, actually. And if you guys check back to when I did when I saw the ban list and we did that live reaction, I said I'm only keeping one of these Feather Dusters, and I sold almost every single copy of my Harpy. I think I had another one that was like kind of a little played, so I kept that one as well. But ultimately, I sold every single copy of my Harpy's Feather Dusters and made a killing in the market. When this card was $12, I was telling people to buy it. When it was $15, I was telling people to buy it. I don't know where this card spiked up to. Was it like $38? I think I was selling them for. You were selling them for. But the value's back down to roughly around $16, lower than its current $28 market price. With the gold releasing, the value of this is going to go down. And in fact, all these other versions are going to be going down. Well, this is the Frostbound Kingdom, the Game Boy 2004, that won't change, and TP8. The Secret Rare, I'm also expecting to go down a little bit, but once again, I don't know where it's going to go down, and the Secret Rare will have a level price compared with the release of the Harvey's Feather Duster, depending, once again, on what's the printings. Infinite Permits is going to be short printed. Again, so let's just go over the little thing, paisanos. Infinite Permits with the release of Dual Power went down in value. With the release of Dual Overload, it went down in value. Looking at Infinite Permits in the market price, which is currently $74, there's actually Lightly Play Unlimited are roughly around $80. Do you want a version of Infinite Permanents? Sure, that's at $100. This card went down and went back up. Even though, despite the fact that it had an ultra rare printing in both Dual Power and Dual Overload, Infinite Permits went back up. In fact, I'm gonna call it right now. We got 1 reprint, 2 reprints. Maximum Gold would probably make 3 reprints of the same exact card. I'm just calling it right now, paisanos. And if that is to be the situation, I do believe that fact that Infinite Permits will go down in value, only to have a subtle price, turn around, and go back up in value. And that's what we saw with the Dual Power version, and that's what we're gonna see. That's what we saw with the Dual Overload version, and that's what we'll see with the Gold version. The only thing, though, the only change is that Infinite Permits will have a lower price point, despite the fact that if, let's say the Maximum Gold would go down, it will have a lower price point when it finally settles. I'll give you an example. Dual Power is at $38, even though, and Dual Overload is at $30. Well, why is that? Well, simple. Dual Power was the first reprint, so now it's $38. Actually, I'm sorry, $39 for Dual Power. Okay, that was the first reprint. The second reprint was Dual Overload. That's $30. Even though they're both ultra rares and both been short printed to hell, they maintain different prices because Dual Power was the first one to do the reprint. What's gonna happen with the Gold set? It's simple. If Gold set comes out with a shorter out version, that may initially have maintain high value, but it will go down and be less than the $30 version of the Dual Overload. Definitely less than the Dual Power, and I think we can both agree, way less than the Secret Rare coming out of Flames Destruction. So why do I not like gold rares? Well, multitude of reasons. Number one, they always maintain the lowest price point compared to their Secret Rare counterparts. Number one. Number two, they are hard to trade. Now, obviously, the Maximum Gold, when it first comes out, will be easy to trade. Try doing that in 2 months after release. Try finding somebody to trade Maximum Gold for. You're probably gonna have a very hard time. And that's because everybody has it. Once again, these, and let me just pause real quickly. I like gold sets for those who do not want to buy these cards at crazy high price points. I think it's excellent. I think a lot of you players that don't have big wallets can have access to cards so they can play the game. This is great. I'm all for this, okay? That's one thing I really want to reiterate in this point, because I think your players that don't have big wallets can now have access to these cards, so we can all play the game, which is awesome. In fact, I'll be honest with you, paisanos, I wouldn't mind Triple Tactics Talents, Forbidden Droplets, and all this Lightning Storm being here as gold rares. I wouldn't mind that, so everyone can have access to these cards, so we can play at an even playing field. I am totally for that. I've always been for that, and I'm not gonna change. Just want to throw that out there. Number one. Number two, with that said, You're not gonna tell me, oh V, the gold version of Infinite Permanence will be probably around the same price point after everything said and done settles around the dual overload, dual power, and flame destruction. No, it's not going to be. Everyone and their mother is going to be opening this set. Literally, in certain cases, they're going to have their mom come and help them open the sets, so they can crack them in packs, put them in sleeves, top loaders if they're smart, team bags if they're really good, and ship them out to their orders, to fulfill orders that fast. Everyone's doing this, but you got to realize you're getting sloppy seconds if you're looking to do that on pre-sales, because the store owners are going to be getting the sets in early, and besides those store owners, now we have a new layer. Well, besides the other YouTubers that definitely are selling these online, making a killing, by the way, besides those guys, you also have other stores that, you know, might have gone early due to nefarious reasons, and they're going to be selling it. And the reason why they're going to be selling it so early, well, it's simple, paisanos. You see, when Konami lets a YouTuber sell it early, TCG Player lists it early. Because we now know what the cards are. We have it confirmed. So TCG Play will list those cards early. So the YouTubers will definitely be able to list those cards for pre-sale. But if they can, some might not. The stores that magically got the set in will definitely list those in pre-sales. And the stores that don't have the set in, but pre-order from distributors, cases upon cases upon cases upon cases, they're gonna get in there, and they're all gonna compete on pre-sale market. When the set finally comes out, those who bought a ton of the set and cracked it open and ready to list it on TCG Player, they're gonna dump it on TCG Player, so we're gonna have walls for days. And then you and me and probably everybody else that might go to a local OTS store and buy a couple and say, I don't need that card, but it is worth money, they're gonna list it. Basically what I'm trying to tell you is Maximum Gold is gonna be worth trash. It's gonna look beautiful, but once again, if we all have it, it doesn't hold value normally. I think we can agree on that. How many people have Secret Rare First Edition Infinite Permanence? Okay. How many people have Dual Power? Probably less than that. And how many people have Dual Overload? Well, probably more. Basically what more than that. Anyway, basically what I'm trying to tell you is, even though the Premium Gold looks really nice, it does not matter. The market doesn't see it of looking nice. The market doesn't care if it's pretty and it's gorgeous. There's a lot of beautiful looking Yu-Gi-Oh cards that are cheap. We talk about them constantly. What the market sees is how many people are listing it and how competitive they are against each other. And what happens is, when they get competitive against each other, it drives the price point down. A lot of cards at Maximum Gold are going to tank day one. The pre-sales will tank before the actual release days tank. And then the following week, it's going to tank even more. And then after that, it's going to tank even more. Listen, I'm not trying to pop your balloon if you bought a lot of Maximum Gold and you're really excited about it. I'm really not. I'm just sending you up for what's the realization of the situation that you're going to be in. Realization of the situation, I like that. That you're going to be in, paisanos. It's a realization of the situation. Listen, I think a lot of people, including myself, are really excited for what's going to be happening in Maximum Gold. And a lot of people are looking forward to finally, in a lot of their cases, getting their hands on these cards. I mean, let's be honest. Although the Gold Donor being Maximum Gold is a blessing for a lot of players that want to play mid-range deck. And to have access to this card way cheaper than what it is definitely a huge deal. I just think that if Eldritch Gold Lord of Secret Rare, if you can get your hands on Secret Rare or Gold Rare, and you had the opportunity to choose either one, I think if you want to care about your cards having value in the future, you have to choose a Secret Rare because it's harder to get. The Gold Rare will more than likely not be as hard to get because everyone's going to be opening it. It's going to kill the value. I care about the market for value, obviously. I'm just going to throw it out there. The market and its value is very important to me and should be important to you because it dictates whether or not you can get rid of these cards after you're done with them. If you don't care about that, well, that's no big deal. Then you can buy whatever you want, I guess. But realize, once everything has something special, it's worthless. If it's hard to get, for you, I want it ×3. Anyway, paisanos, I really appreciate you guys watching my video. Oh, before I end, I just want to say, Alpha the Master of Beast is $96 in the market. Don't buy this yet. It's going to be tanking, especially with the release of this card coming out, Prismatic. A Prismatic Secret Rare. Oh my god, I'm really mixing up the sets. It's gonna be tanking. Prismatic Secret Rare, Alpha Master Beast obviously is gonna be a lot different. Guys, please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're subscribed already. Hit the like button, comment down below, and let me know what card out of Maximum Gold are you really excited about. Personally speaking, I'm not excited about these cards as far as me wanting to go in and grab them, for the most part. I mean, if Lady D becomes Gold Rare, I might play that over the Super Rare, but for the most part, I'm really excited about these cards because it lets me personally go in and grab the Secret Rares while no one's looking because everyone's looking over here at these Gold Rares. The Gold Rares are beautiful. I will never say they're not beautiful. But once everyone plays them for a while, then we'll see what people say about them. Because I'm going to have a weird guess that nobody's going to want to look at them, touch them, and want to run back to the secret version of the original prints. And that's what I'm going to do when the set finally releases here in the States. It's your boy V, and you paisanos have a great day.